organization.
My name is Robert Ryan. I'm from Blue Ash, Ohio. I'm the executive director of the Ohio Patient Network, the oldest medical marijuana organization here in Ohio. We've been involved in every single state legislative effort to date. We've been involved in every ballot amendment to date. I am one of the authors of the first ballot amendments that didn't go anywhere. One of the things that became very frustrating in dealing with the legislators is we introduced multiple bills throughout this legislation and none to have any hearing. That's why we went to the ballot mode, okay? What I heard today was positive in some of the aspects. The other thing I heard very positive was the potential for dropping the 55% versus the 50%, and I applaud that. And I would encourage you to make sure that happens, because you are no more equal than I in getting things to the ballot, okay? I have a personal interest in this, being a 3-time cancer survivor, and this effort has been brought forward over decades, okay? Because there's a fundamental disallowance or ignoring the facts that marijuana has medicinal benefits, okay? So aside from that aspect, I, again, applaud some of the aspects of these elements that you're talking about, okay? The 5-year waiting period, that's a good thing, because we've always been very scared of an initiated statute, you know, because the legislature would just overturn it the next year. So, in conclusion, thank you very much for letting me speak, and I encourage you to drop the 55%. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Jacobson.
Thank you. I heard one of your lines, you said "you," referring to this commission. I just wish you said you want, you know, you as if the people here are members of the General Assembly and are therefore supporting the General Assembly's amendment power being. And I just wish to point out to you that the vast majority of members of this commission who are here are not members of the General Assembly.
Sure.
The chair and the vice chair of the committee that proposed it are not members of the General Assembly. And I'd like to finish.
Okay.
Yes, please let him finish his comments, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. And this is what I was concerned about, is this idea that this is a personal General Assembly attempt to thwart the will of the people is completely off base, as it was the public members who have been driving, I mean, no offense to the legislators present, but it has been the public members, because the legislators have other work to do, the public members are here, and we do too, but when we come here, we don't have other public work to do in this building, they do. And so I think it's important that we all recognize that it may have been a mistake, it may have been not well thought out, it may not be the right decision, but it is in no way, shape, or form the members of the General Assembly trying to right themselves a privilege. Perhaps it is people here thinking that the differential is okay who are not members of the General Assembly, but it is most assuredly not members of the General Assembly. Now, if you're hearing a bill over in the General Assembly at some point and you wish to come in and say the same thing, I would say that's completely appropriate. But to attack the General Assembly for what private citizens are exploring as ways to improve the process, I think is not correct. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jacobson.
I meant no disrespect to this committee in my testimony. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else that wishes to